Yo, what's poppin', everybody? So, last battle of the night for the Pearly Gates 2 was Pastay and Verb. Tell you the truth, man, I had Pastay edging that first round, but Pastay went crazy in that first round. I think his introduction to RBE was just, that was the way to do it. He just almost like kicked the fucking door down and just went crazy in that first round. I definitely appreciate that Pat had out the gate, like, letting everybody know I ain't here to fucking play. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was the right way to put pressure on Verb, because again, he's going first. Pastay went first, and again, if you watch any of my blogs, I always say whoever goes first kind of has to set the tone. You know what I'm saying? And apply that pressure. And Pastay did that in that first round. Verb started off slow, man, and then he had a few dope moments in that first round, but I don't think it was consistent enough. I just don't. You know what I'm saying? I thought Pat had bars, he had aggression, he had all of that in his first round. You know what I'm saying? And to me, that's the Pastay I like to watch. You know what I'm saying? Verb in that first round, like I said, it was like patchy. You know what I'm saying? It was patchy. It was almost like he started off good. I mean, it's kind of slow, then it went kind of good. Then it was, you know, it was patchy. You know what I'm saying? My opinion. Second round, Pastay was really in kind of king of the dot kind of mode. Basically, his second round was mostly jokes. And yes, you have to score those as bars, whether you like it or not. But it was mostly jokes. He went in a lot on the domestic violence thing with Verb. He went in on, you know, having multiple baby moms, so on and so forth. He had jokes about when Verb got chased in the parking lot. So, you know, his second round was majority jokes. But you have to score those, and you can't ignore that it was dope. It was good. It was very good. You know what I'm saying? Verb also had like a patchy second round again, and he started off so horribly with that race shit. He did like a little, I don't know if we want to call it a story, but he did kind of like a story thing in that first round on some race shit. And like I always say, man, I fucking hate when, you know, battle rappers, black or Spanish, regardless, go at white people, every battle, white battle rapper on that racist shit. Like, that shit is so fucking corny, man. It is, you know what I'm saying? I was really hoping, because Verb is so talented, that Verb could have avoided that. Verb ain't had to do that shit, man, but he chose to do it, you know what I mean? And that just is what it is on his part. I thought Pastay won that second round too. But that second round was closer. And the thing too was that Verb's first half of that second round, if that makes sense to y'all, for maybe like the first minute and a half, was like going along this whole path of racist shit, and it fell flat even on the fucking crowd. But it definitely fell flat with me. But then his second round, he just went ape shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's what makes it so hard to really call around, because Pastay, both first round and second round, was so consistent and had a consistent round all through, that it's like you're gonna penalize him when Verb's second round only half the shit was fire. You know what I'm saying? Now, I won't lie, I thought the second half of the second round for Verb was very potent. Very potent. But can I really give him the round when half the shit was just whack? Even though Pastay's second round was basically joke based, you know what I'm saying? Like, can I penalize him when it was dope? Number one, it was funny, it was entertaining, you know what I'm saying? And it was consistent throughout the whole round. He had no, it was not patchy, it was not anything, you know what I mean? You were engaged the whole time. So it's like, can I penalize him for that? I don't think that's fair, you know what I'm saying? I gave Pat the second round. The third round is the hard one. Pat took the let me talk to him kind of angle. He started addressing, first off, let me just say, and I've said this in my other blogs, I hate when people talk about people's kids in battle rap. I don't like it, you know what I'm saying? I really don't. And I think Pastay, I understand what Pastay was, he started off I thought he was freestyling in the first portion of his round, because it was almost like he was rebuttaling Verb second by, you know, saying like, yo, I hate when motherfuckers bring up race and all of this. You know, Pat Stay says he has a mixed, his daughter's mixed, you know what I'm saying, mixed race, you know, and then he went into the whole thing about Verb not being, or Verb being an absent father, not being in his kid's life, saying Verb got multiple kids with multiple women, so on and so forth. And my whole problem with that is, you know, when he started saying shit like, oh, you diss these girls, well, you know, your daughter might grow up to be like that and shit like that. Like, the way he said it, I didn't like that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like that. But, yeah, I like when people talk to people, so to speak. Hey, you talk to him, you hear the crowd, talk to him. I didn't like it. You know what I'm saying? It don't change that Aye Verb's third round was trash pretty much. Like, he stumbled. Again, it was patchy. He ended it weird, but he also had some bars about Pat Stay's kid. So you can't be so mad, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I see some people weren't too happy about what Pat Stay was saying to Verb when it came to the kids. And like I said, I just personally I wish people wouldn't say that at all about anybody's kids. No, he didn't mention his kids' names. No, he didn't say that. Some of the shit Pat Stay was saying was hypothetically about it, you know? You know what I mean? And same shit with Verb. You know, even though Pat's third was basically based on that. But, you know, I just wish that these guys would leave that shit out, man. You know what I mean? But either way, you know, Verb stumbled in the beginning. There was mic issues, so they spent a good 5 to 10 minutes fixing the fucking mic and all of that. And then, you know, when Verb started going, again, it was patchy. And before he did the Showtime, what's crazy is the bars before his Showtime was better than the Showtime. Do I think Verb was whack? No, I don't think Verb was whack. I just think that Verb focused too much on that race shit, and it might have took away from everything else when he was crafting his rounds. And again, like I tell everybody, I do want to see Verb just a slightly more aggressive, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to see from Verb. But Verb also ended the round so weird. He ended it so weird. So I'm gonna tell you the truth. There's a lot of people saying 3-0 Pat Stay. It's hard for me to argue that. I honestly didn't like either one of their thirds. But again, if you had to pick, Pat Stay had the more consistent third round. You know what I'm saying? By the way, Pat Stay had some funny jokes, you know, about jazz and shit. You know, it was kind of fucked up, but it was still funny. You know what I'm saying? But again, I just think that both their third rounds, it depends how you feel about it. But you can't take away that Pat Stay was consistent every round for 3 rounds. You know what I'm saying? And to me, he had a good showing. I like that the crowd rocked with him. And it seemed like a lot of the crowd understood his style. That's why, you know, they weren't bugging out on his second round being mostly jokes. You know what I'm saying? Because they know that is Pat Stay's style, even though it's more of a King of the Dot style. A lot of them guys at King of the Dot battle like that, you know. But it resonated over here too and went well. And I thought overall he had an awesome showing for his first time on RPE, you know what I'm saying? Again, I'm always happy anytime I see Verb battle because I like Verb and I think he's dope. But yeah, I just wish that he would have been more consistent throughout his rounds, throughout the whole battle, right? There was between Pat Stay and Verb. First off, let's get into, well, let me say that first. There was a few things they said about who Mook's possible opponent is. If you watched it, then you know what I'm talking about. And if that is true, that that's who it is, I think it's kind of fucked up the way that came out. You know what I'm saying? You know, professionally, I don't know if Pat Stay knew if what Pat Stay saying is true. I don't know if he knew he wasn't supposed to mention that or whatever the case. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see. But so here's the thing. In that third round, Tech 9 threw a few. Tech 9. Aye Verb threw a few shots at Tech 9. He also stated he didn't give a fuck whether he won or lost the battle because he didn't want Tech 9 judging his battle. With Champion, as everybody know, Champion was the judges pretty much. It wasn't just Champion, but they were pretty much the judges for this. I think for the math and for the Aye Verb. I'm not sure if they did any of the other ones. I didn't see them, but you know, I don't know. I don't know if they did. They might have did the Daylight Loso also. Point is, I thought whoever's decision it was to take Tech 9 off of the judging and let somebody else judge it, along with Jay Black and the rest of them, I thought that was a good idea. And here's my thing. I don't even know if Jay Black should have been judging either. And my point is because I don't watch Champion. I know that they did a prediction blog, and Math had a problem with Tech 9 judging also. So the reason why I'm happy they took him off is because if there's going to be a question whether someone can judge straight up or not, then yes, you should take the person off. Secondly, if anybody who has a prediction blog about battles that they're going to judge, there's no way you should be a judge. There's no way. So at the end of the day, man, I thought that was cool that they took Tech 9 out. I don't know if Tech made the decision himself to remove himself. If he did, respect to him too for doing so. You know what I'm saying? But I thought Pat Stay won that, and officially Pat Stay did win that 2-1 to them. They had the first round a tie, and they thought the next 2 rounds went to Pat Stay. All right, so salute for rocking with me. Make sure that you hit the alert bell, subscribe, comment, share. The comments is more important than everything, you know what I'm saying? But I always appreciate everybody who rocks with me and everybody who subscribes. Again, 2 weeks from now, we'll be at the Mass 4 event in Massachusetts, the Blackout Edition and the KLTD joint. And I hope to see y'all there. Salute.